Hey everybody, hope everybody's had a good weekend. Hey Mr. Steve, how you doing, buddy? Doing good. It's hot. We haven't had any rain today. Hey SLC, you doing all right, Brian? Hope you had a good time on your weekend vacation riding horses. Mallard 5's in here. I don't even see a comment from him. Hey Mallard, if you're in here, your comment's not showing up on my end. There it goes. Saying hey to SLC. Yeah, we got a good bit of rain again yesterday. Hey BTO wannabe. I think we got between Tuesday and Saturday we got just over 4 inches of rain here again, so that's good for the third cutting hay. Bad for the one field that we got left for second cutting. Well, I say bad, but as long as the ground ain't too wet for us to cut it this week. New tractor come in Friday. Hey Walker Dairy Farm. Thank you for the shirt too, buddy. I got the shirt in. I've wore it in a couple videos for you. I like t-shirts. And it fits great. When do you think you might be able to get the tractor, Brian? I know you're going to have to go see it tomorrow at least, or I would. If y'all guys would shoot us a thumbs up if you haven't. I'm going to try to start doing something different with the live stream starting next week if I'm able. Hope to bear with it tomorrow. I'm going to try to get some of that software so I can invite some of y'all to be like a guest on the live stream with me. So we're going to see if we can get that going this week if possible. Planting Sudan grass July the 26th. Straw the bale. Yeah, so I might, whenever I get it put in, installed this week, whatever day I get a chance, I'll liable to do a test on it before next Sunday, if I'm able to get it in. Because I think that will be a little more interesting on the live to have a different guest every week or so. A week ago you spread urea, dry fertilizer. Okay, so YouTube has changed. It's difficult to have a guest now. I figured I would wait till it was too late. That's normally how my luck goes. Can't see Google Hangouts anymore. Hey Gordon Bryant, how you doing? Hey Mr. Rowdy. I told them people on that land, I put an offer in for you. I told them you'll probably be here in a week or so to bring them a check. You got done with your second cutting. I think our third cutting this year is going to be our best hay so far because the fields are growing nice now like they normally do all year. Let me try to move this. I mean, we've made hay, but we haven't made any real pretty hay, but I think we will now. Yeah, they're looking good now. They're growing fast like they're supposed to. They're not, you know, before we had the fertilizer and the nitrogen to it, we just didn't have the rain. Hey AJ, appreciate you coming in, buddy. Third cutting's gonna be good feed. Good to be here. Did y'all do any tractor pulling the weekend, AJ? Got your fingers crossed for a second. Yeah, it's greening up in that last video you put up, Rowdy. Maybe you will. I don't know how long before y'all get frost in the area where you at. Yeah, y'all did some pulling. The dirt track race that I was gonna go to, it got rained out last night. So we didn't go to any racetracks last night. Got a shop full of junk engines to fix. Frost around October. Made 537 small squares second cut. Y'all growing some pretty vegetables there. Walker Farms, Dairy Farms, y'all tomatoes and stuff. Your tomato bushes is hanging full of tomatoes in that video, I think yesterday. You picked this up a little, get on, bud, like a selfie stick. I got it because of the cell phone mount. That's what I use on that's what's on my tripod right now, to adapt it to hold the cell phone. And we're gonna try to do some other recording with it. Picked it up on clearance to try out. You should come to the farmstead. Where do y'all live? No, I remember now your shirt. You a long ways off, Walker. I would love to be able just to pack up and go on a road trip and go to a lot of y'all's places, but Lord, I don't know how I would afford it. Yeah, I wish I could afford just to take off and travel for a week or two. That would be awesome. New Hampshire. Come up for the sled dog races. Yeah, I ain't never been to one of them. I like any kind of racing. I probably would enjoy that too. Good deal, Brian. I appreciate you coming in though, buddy. We got I told y'all guys a couple weeks ago that I was gonna try to put some type of board up here behind me. I'll probably buzz you after I get off of here, Brian. They have out races in February too. Yeah, I was gonna try to put a board up here in the background behind my shelf for you to put y'all stickers or farm names or whatever on if you're seeing something. Let me make sure that I'm not showing nothing. Got our first piece of mail to go on the wall back there, so that means I've got to get something to go back there to put it on. I don't know that he wants me to read the letter out loud, so I won't. Let's show you what we got. All first calf heifers have been calving like crazy. There's the first sticker we got to go on the wall. And a fire patch from Mr. Steve, y'all. Sent us these. So that means I've got to quit being lazy and make something to put them on. And I got another one. It's hard to see. From Yankee in the South. Yeah, I wanted to do something so that way you won't just see all that junk back there behind me. And I'm really wanting to start on building me an office on my shop here to do the YouTube stuff in and to put the computer and stuff in to keep it out the dust. We have 4 heifer calves this week. Do y'all keep most of y'all's heifer calves, Walker, for replacements? Going on Hollywood. No, it's still the same iPhone recording in the same building. I just know it, when it does get cold, it gets miserable. It gets tough to sit in the building. And if I cut a heater on, then it's so loud that it interferes with y'all hearing me. So y'all do keep all the heifer calves, good deal. We try to keep most of ours as replacements also, unless we have some type of issue with them or something makes us think we need to cull them out, then we'll sell them when we sell the other calves. But generally we try to keep them all. Farm all fanatic. Did you get your new cables and stuff in for your tractor there, Farmall? Got a GoPro. The main thing I like using the GoPros for is putting them into race cars when we do the racing videos. Now if I had a cab tractor, I'm sure I could mount it in there. There'd be a lot of places to mount it. And now the starter screw. It sounds like you got my look now, Farmall. It's time for a haircut, guys. My hair looks woolly and gray. Y'all see how I'm having to fight these bugs? Stick it to the fender of the tractor. If I stick mine, I've got a couple different mounts that I try with my phone, and it vibrates so bad that the footage, I can't use it. Kind of look like Elvis. Yeah, but I ain't gonna sing because I'm not supposed to sing no more. My grandma used to love Elvis though. I remember her telling me that. Farm RM's easy to work on. Yeah. That's one good thing about having the older equipment. We have to work on it, but at least it's pretty simple and easy and to work on. Try mounting it to the hood. Plug and play. Yeah, I like how simple the old stuff is. And I'm sure the new stuff is pretty simple to the guys that's used to it. With the laptops, if I had to hook a laptop up to one, it would never run again. I'd have to have an app on my phone where I could plug my phone into it. I think I got one of them straps, Rowdy, and that GoPro case. Yeah, that electronic stuff does scare me. First thing I'll be doing is trying to delete it. Looked at a Super C yesterday. You need to go ahead and call me, Farmall. Let's work a deal out and you can come get that A and take it up there and use it. I don't even use it. I did use it about a month ago to move a trailer load of hay around. We need to get the cub. We got a cub at the farm too. We need to bring it to the shop here and get it back going. Because I'm sure the carburetor's going to have to be cleaned on it for sitting over there so long. Spreader with an A. Oh man, that A will surprise you. I've square bailed with it before in a bind. Yeah, we broke down, had like 2 acres or so of hay left on the ground and wasn't able to get our tractor fixed with rain coming. I hooked the A right to the Massey Ferguson 120. It was a slow loaded process, but it got it done. Have a good week, Walker. Take care, buddy. Find my bottle. I wouldn't want to do it often though, because I'm sure that will tear it up in a hurry. We'll probably get some footage this week of us working on my father-in-law's 574. I told y'all I went and got it and brought it over here to put my cutter on it, and when we hooked it up, a hydraulic situation created itself somehow. The hydraulics is not working on it proper. So we'll probably put it in the shop, try to get that figured out. I would love to have it back going for third cutting here, because hooking that cutter up and unhooking it every day is kind of aggravating. No spittoon. Channel on here called Cruiser Mag. Okay. We might be working on a project this winter, guys. I mentioned last week that my golf cart motor was acting up, and we might try to put an engine off of a snowmobile into the golf cart, a 500cc snowmobile engine. Have a good week, Rowdy. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. You check the horsepower on it, Mr. Steve? Third cut's probably gonna be 30 days from probably about not quite 2 weeks. We should have, it should be time. It should be like 28 and 30 day period, and not quite 2 weeks. So we should be able to start third cutting. I've got one field. Sorry guys. Yeah. I got one field that I showed the other day that's still second cut. I would really like to get it cut first, because the ground's got moisture in it now. Stuff will actually grow. Wow, that thing's 90 horsepower. I think them factory motor in that golf cart's got like 7 or 8. Wow. I need to put it on my tractor instead of my golf cart, Steve. I could, yeah, that would be a fast golf cart. I could take it and put it on mount it on the front of my square beller, or mount it on my round beller, and then I could pull the beller with my truck. Instead of, because I don't have a cab tractor, I could pull it with my truck. Cover one hole. She does it pretty quick, yeah. Yeah, that would speed up the process of golfing if you play golf. We don't play golf. They're very good to ride around on the farm and do stuff with. I really like the golf carts. I like the ease of getting on and off of them. You don't have to straddle it. 93 mile an hour. That golf cart, I think it goes like 18 mile an hour now, and it don't feel real safe at 18. No, I'm not a golfer. I don't. My son he had golf clubs a couple years ago, and he'd go out to the hay fields and whack them around. And I'd go. I have hit a few. I could hit them a long ways, but not where you want them to go. They go to the left or to the right. Sometimes they go straight. But I never played golf at a real golf. That's what I was fixing to say, but I like putt or mini golf. The neighbor's putting a Chevy big block in their farm lawn. Yeah. The way these old farm malls drive, I hate to know I was on that sucker going 50 mile an hour. And the way the brakes is on them, you better make sure you got a long ways to stop it, unless there's a lot better brakes than the ones I've seen. But yeah, I would the golf cart don't, like I said, I don't know why I wouldn't want it to go that fast though, but I mean, I'll put it in there. I'll definitely put it in, because I think it'll be an easy swap over to put it in. It looks like the variable speed clutch and stuff on the motor is going to make it real simple, because the golf cart carries the same style, or close to it, not the exact same. I think it'll be an easy conversion. We'll carry it to the drag strip. Do some burnouts with it. Front end on the farm speed control, yeah. I definitely wouldn't want to be on none of mine going 50. Yeah, it'll be a real cool winter project, Mr. Steve. You're right. Give me 1 second, guys, and I'll be right back. I hope they hurry up and start digging peanuts too, because I'm about to run out of boiled peanuts. We also want to get the little office built on the side of the building. I need to get out there and measure and see what size can I build it for my roof to work out with the right pitch and all. The boiled peanut video. Yeah, it shouldn't be too awful long. They'll be digging them again, and I'm still trying to get it worked out so I can go get a video of them putting tobacco in a barn. and taking the barn out. Just got to get that lined up with my friends that does the tobacco. I got to work on their schedule to do that. But the corn in our area is slowly getting gone. Won't be too awful much longer. They'll have it all out the fields. Hey, 69 Druth. Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, they slowly getting it all cut. The past week has held them up some though, because like I said, we've been getting a good bit of rain. We got about 4.5 inches of rain this past week. A 500 Honda. Four-cylinder. Yeah, I remember when I was young, my cousin had a three-wheel golf cart. That thing would turn over in a heartbeat. Hey, Junkyard. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Nothing much, just chatting and telling the guys about a winter project. We might put a snowmobile engine in the golf cart. Running a little late. Have y'all been getting rain too, Junkyard? Shouldn't have no dust flying for a couple days. You want to come help with that? I think Mr. Steve said it had 90 horsepower. I'll look like my son then. I'll probably be all crashed up from the golf cart. Six inches left total last week. We got something over 4 inches, I know. And we got 3.5 or 4 the week before. Hey, Big Joe and Malia. Appreciate y'all coming in. If y'all just coming in, shoot us a thumbs up if you would. Build a roll cage and put a seat in it, that might be a good idea. Especially if you're going from 7 or 8 horsepower to 90. I could scoot around the racetrack though when I'm doing my video and say from walking kinda. Might try to race it with them. Thank you. With the quickness. Yeah, I could be the pace car. Vinyl it all up with Gerraldfarms YouTube. Put us a blinking yellow light on the top. We'll be good to go. What's everybody got going on this week? Big Joe Malia, he's doing good. He started Florence Darlington Tech this past Monday with his welding school. He actually loves it. I'm excited for him because he's excited, so that makes me excited. And we did get him a new helmet. Somebody asked last Sunday about it. At that time, he was going to use his old one, but he wanted ESOB Sentinel A50, I believe. And we got him the ESOB helmet. And I actually tried, he was out here practicing welding one night last week, Wednesday or Thursday night, and I come out here with him and was wearing the old helmet, and I swapped helmets with him and I tried it, and it's night and day difference. The clarity looking through that helmet compared to the old ones that I've always used. Joe's a welder too. Yeah, I remember y'all telling me that. Hey, Blood X. Appreciate all y'all coming in. He likes it. For y'all that don't know, we picked him up a Honda Accord for him to drive back and forth to school. I was gonna make a video on it because I had to service it and all one day last week, but I just didn't have time to make a video. And I drove it to the racetracks a couple times on the weekend. It drives good, smooth as silk. Talk was in there letting you get on the tractor. Your day job and finish baling some wheat straw. Yeah, we working with a couple guys right now that's wanting to get straw bales from us for decoration for the fall here. So we working on that, trying to get it lined up. Probably gonna end up going to SLC Farms' place and buying some straw from him, round bales, and running it through our rebaler. Hold on, I don't want to skip nobody. It's amazing, Junkyard, how clear that helmet is. Like I said, I've never used nothing but a $15 or $20 helmet that you have to pick the whole helmet up. But when I put that one on, it was like, it was just, you could actually see so much more. Any welding career. I don't know. At one time, he was wanting to do underwater welding. I think he's backed out of that. I think he's wanting to do welding and fabricating. I think he likes to build stuff. He likes to fabricate and design it and build it. So I don't really know what his plans are. I would love for him to want to fabricate so I could try to build him a shop and keep him around here, because I can't stand the thought of my kids not being close. But if the job takes him away, then I reckon I'm just gonna have to deal with it or move on. Knock the side glass out. Wow. Hey, Ag Wild. Appreciate you coming in, buddy. Yeah, you too far away, AJ. You got to move here. You come here, then you can have a good welder and fabricator. Just collecting dust. Yeah, man, my helmet's so old. Hold on one second, I'll grab it. I'll show y'all what I weld, everything I weld with. And I don't expect y'all to be laughing at my helmet. That's what I weld with. Anything you see me welding, that's it. Nothing folds up, nothing's automatic. I reckon this is it's what I learned and what I had, so it's just what I use. But his is a lot clearer. That's what you try to weld with. Yeah, man, that shoot. It works. It gets the job done. You have one when you're chasing rigs and pipeline welding. Yeah, man, if you don't know nothing no different, you know, I've heard about them other ones and stuff like that, but I figured you was like just paying $300 for nothing. But actually using his the other night, just, you know, out here with him welding, there's a lot of difference in what you can see through the helmet. Let me go hang this back up where I don't break my $8 helmet. He did talk about pipeline, doing something like that one time. One that would accept magnifying lenses. All right, Gordon, I appreciate you coming in, buddy. Have a good week. But a lot of times, you know, like I said, if you just don't know, if you've never used it or been around it, you just, you know, I was just thinking that it was a lot of money for the same product. But he actually had homework from school over the weekend, and last night he was doing it and was excited about it. So I really think that he's enjoying it, and they haven't even been in the welding shop yet. I think the first time they're going in the shop is tomorrow. And he was telling me that a bunch of the people in the class has never welded, period. So I told him that he should feel confident then that he already can weld, as long as he don't have too many bad habits and don't try to tell the teacher how to weld. But man, I tell you what, the books that he had to have, man, them books is expensive. Yeah, I hope that he didn't catch too many bad habits from me. You know, I hope I'm not doing it too awful wrong, and he's got them burned in already, you know, and maybe he'll listen and absorb the correct way. But them books is way more expensive than I thought a book should cost that he had to have for his classes. And I told y'all 18 months is what the school was going to be. But I think he can take an accelerated something or something like that and actually finish next summer, I believe. Yeah, he watches a bunch of welding stuff. I mean, he was correcting me on some stuff that I was doing wrong, you know, for the past year or so. He would tell me to do this or try it that way, and or this is the way you should do it. Yeah, he is. He's going, if everything goes good, by next summer, he should be finished. If he don't decide to tag something else on or something, there's some other stuff that he can actually tag on to it after that. And some of the stuff that you can add on, you can actually just go take tests on it. And if you pass the test and you certified in that without going through the class, or he tries to explain it to me, y'all, but it's over my head. I come in late, you know, at night and tired and get out the shower and trying to eat, and he comes in and he's telling me about it, and I listen, but I'm just not real good at that kind of stuff. But if you take the test at the end of the summer, once he finishes what he's in, then he can take tests and try to add stuff on. And if you pass the test, then you get that. And if not, then you can take a class or wait and go back and try it again. My son is too. I am. I'm way better with my hands than in a book. Teacher becomes a student. Yeah, like I told him, I want him to, I'm just as excited as he is about it. Yeah, I can't wait for tomorrow night for him to come home and tell me how the first day went in the welding shop. I imagine it will be kind of scary if you've never welded at all before and you had to weld up, you know, weld in front of the whole class the first time. Yeah, I imagine that will be kind of tough. Put pressure on you anyway. Right back. Now that's got me wondering, from earlier I was talking about trying to invite guests to be on the live, and somebody was saying that they're stopping that, so now that's got me wondering, and I don't want to do nothing to get in trouble. So I reckon I'll have to research into that more. Yeah, that's what I was seeing. There's some kind of software. But I'll have to do it on my computer, I think. And then I can invite people in, or they can be on their phone or whatever. What does everyone weld with? In my shop, I've got Lincoln tombstones, what everybody calls them, just the regular Lincoln stick welders. I've got a wire welder. It's a Job Smart, which I don't use it. I weld everything I weld with a stick. And I've got another wire welder that my son uses, but I'm a stick welder. I like to burn it with a stick. I would love to get a plasma cutter one day to cut stuff. My son's pretty good at wire welding, but he favors stick welding also, which that might change during the school here. You know, with him going to school, that might change. Never welded so you stick with duct tape. Hey, that'll work. Duct tape will hold a lot of stuff. Lincoln all the way. Lincoln TIG, stick, and combo. Well, when you come up here, Mr. Steve, I'll try to give you a little demonstration, and I can show you how to burn a stick up anyway. I won't tell you that I'll show you how to weld proper, but I'll show you how to hook two pieces of metal together. We got my son a welder, just like mine's an old 225 stick welder, and they didn't have, I couldn't find them anymore. The new one was a 235, I think, and that sits right over there. I done a video a couple months back, 6 months back or so, comparing the two. Only difference on his and mine is I put 100-foot leads on mine about 10 or 15 years ago for it to reach anywhere, because it's real silly how you get a welder and it's got a 8-foot lead on it. What in the world you gonna weld only 8 foot away? And when I was doing a lot of work on race cars, building bumpers and roll cages and stuff, we'd leave the welder in one spot, and you'd pull the leads around the shop to where you needed. And with farming the same way, the welder never moves, and as long as I can get within 100 foot of it, I can stick whatever I need to stick back together. Lincoln gas drive for weld casing. 255 MIG in the shop. For weld casing there, Drew, you talking about for like water wells? I'd be real interested in water well stuff. I mean, my cousins drill water wells, and I helped them for 10 years probably. But around here, in our area, everybody uses PVC. You know, up to 24-inch wells for golf course irrigation or farm irrigation, whatever you're doing. I was never around any water wells being put in with steel casing. I've seen them though, like pulling the line shaft turbines and stuff out of them with the crane trucks and stuff. They'd have steel casing. I might tag along with my cousin one of these days and on a shallow well or something, so I can get it all in a day, for a video. He's got several rigs. They've got small rigs that fit in the bed of a pickup truck that roll out all the way up to the huge rigs. I don't even know the names of them. Actually, Mr. Steve, they went up to Canada. My cousin did and bought 2 rigs. I don't remember which part of Canada, but they went up to Canada and bought 2 of them. I don't remember the names of where they went or the names of the thing. Family business. Where are you out of, 69 Druth? Family business. Do y'all actually drill the wells? Or do y'all just do like the steel, the welding and stuff for them? That's very interesting to me. I've never been around that side of it. They have a big well drilling convention, or they used to, every year down in Myrtle Beach. I remember when I was with my cousin and them working, he'd always go down to that well drillers convention. That little rig that they got in the bed of I think they got it in a 2500 Chevrolet. Man, it's on the track system and made in the truck. It's all homemade. Man, they can pull up and roll that thing out and knock a 100-foot well out very quick. But the stick works good. It's hard, like for me messing with the wire welders. I don't know the proper names and all that stuff for it, but I know it's just the wire welders. Here, when we weld in the summertime, it's so hot. And I'm gonna have a big fan blowing on me when I'm welding. And it seems to make it not weld right. I don't know if it's me, but I can take my stick welder and I can get it to weld the way I want it, with the fan blowing to keep you halfway cool here at the shop. I don't know, it might just be me. So 69 is in Ontario. See, if he commented after that to say where he was, it don't show up on my screen. I need to find out from my cousin where they went to buy them 2 rigs. Petersburg. I I want to say them rigs is May something. May something, but I could be wrong. Mayhew 1000s, or they bought 2 of them from the same person. Mr. Steve's in Oakville. Alright, guys and gals, it's been just over an hour. Unless y'all got something else you want to get to chatting about, I'll shut her down. I don't like to hold y'all up all night. If you haven't, shoot us a thumbs up. Alright everybody, I appreciate you coming in. Thanks for watching and supporting our YouTube channel. Hope all y'all have a good week. We'll see y'all next Sunday on the live. Have a good one.